Life was color. It had meaning. Now all I see is black and white, right and wrong. And this is all wrong. I can't do it anymore, Sal. Not without West. Not without my partner.
You look like hell. You need to go home and try to get some shut-eye.
Sal, take him. I'm not fit to use him anymore.
Frank, how long you been coming here? 9? 10 years?
Longer than I'd like to admit.
A decade. 10 years you've been sitting in my bar. You owe him, Frank. Hell, I owe him. West deserved better than what he got.
West? I remember West.
Go back to sleep, old man.
Many a night, we come in here and drink till we dripped. Me and him and his partner, what was his name?
You mean Vincent? He's sitting right next to you.
Frank Vincent, pleased to know you.
Who are you?
Frank Vincent, private eye. Roland was my partner.
No. What'd you do? Get shorter? He was much taller. Much taller. Roland, here's the you.
You need to do what's right, Frank. Both for Roland and from the looks of it for yourself. You'll find the guy that did this.
One more for the road.
You already drank all the wells I got. All I got left's top shelf.
Some kind of bartender you are.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah?
Make him pay.
Whatever Roland was working on had to stink to high heaven. I was gonna memorize this case inside and out, or pass out from the leftover rot gut Sal let me walk out with. Whichever one came first. This was, of course, before I got a knock on my door. Beat it, we're closed. Didn't you hear me? We're closed.
Well, you should have shut your door if you were closed. May I sit?
If I said no, would you leave?
Probably not.
Then by all means. How can I help you, miss?
Ginger?
Just Ginger?
Ginger's all you need to know, baby doll. I found your address in the papers. I'm in need of a private eye.
Listen here. I'm up to my eyeballs in paperwork, and I don't got time to tail whatever cheating husband you got running around this town.
How do you know it's my husband?
Lady, I've been doing this a long time. I can smell it on you when you walked in the door.
How would you even know? I don't even have a ring on my finger.
I've seen enough dames get sore at their men to know they're willing to throw up their rings like confetti when the time comes.
I can tell you're going to be worth every penny.
All right, but first, you gotta work on your listening skills. I tell you not to come in, you do it. I tell you I'm on a case, and you ask me to stop what I'm doing and tail your soon-to-be ex. Now it seems you can ask him to spill it and save your money.
Here, write as many zeros as you want.
If you want me to follow him, I'm gonna need to know where he is.
He said he was going out of town to some business convention, but I've heard that he's with some woman on Taylor.
Taylor? Yeah. Rough neighborhood.
That's right. I just know he shacked up with someone else. Thinking about it makes me...
Calm yourself, sugar. What's the house look like?
It's a brick house at the intersection of Taylor and Bentwood.
You got it. And you just want me to scope it out? No pictures? No roughing him up?
That's right. I don't want to know who the tramp is. I just want to know there is one.
All right. That'll be all, Miss Ginger. I'll start tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vincent. Thank you.
Oh, and Ginger?
Yes?
Shut the damn door. Roland's case would have to wait for now. This dame was willing to pay me whatever I want, and she was easy on the eyes, too. Roland wouldn't mind me putting him on the back burner for a little while. You gotta be careful on a job like this. You never know what some people do behind closed doors.
All right, Valentine, you've had 2 days. Now hand over the rock.
Yeah, I've got it with me. But where's my money first?
You'll get your money once you hand over the stone. Yeah, give it here.
All right, now that you got it, where's my money? You promised me.
Well, we ain't never been too good at keeping promises. Yeah, promises is bad for you. You know what else is bad for you, don't you? What the hell, Lewis? I had a punchline for that one.
Barney, your punchlines stink. You really should work on some new material.
You ain't no funny if it slapped you in the face.
Huh? Is it worth your life, Chief? Now what do we have here? I better stash this before those two get back.
Hey, Mr. Vincent, mind taking a ride?
Yeah, the boss would like to meet you.
Hey, what's the big idea here?
Greetings, Mr. Vincent. Would you like a drink?
My daddy always told me not to drink with strangers.
Well, Mr. Vincent, how rude of me. My name is Dudge Goodman. I believe you already met my associates, Barney and Lewis.
It seems you like to surround yourself with decent company.
Well, Mr. Vincent, a man of my stature has to keep a few good men around. So now that we've been introduced, how about that drink? Now, Mr. Vincent, it's come to my attention that you witnessed Barney and Lewis tying up a few loose ends last night.
They tell you that, huh? They also tell you about the hurting I put on them?
They may have left out a few details, but they kept the two that interest me. And if I am to believe them, you have something that belongs to me.
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Have your boys over there untie me and we can drink and talk about it.
As you wish, sir. But I would encourage you not to try anything. For as much as I may need you, I would gladly put one through your chest.
Alright. I'll be good.
Why don't we start by talking about why you were following my men?
I wasn't following your men. They stumbled into an investigation I was working on. And I couldn't very well stop once they showed up.
Investigation? In reference to what?
Don't worry. Nothing about you or your boys. A dame wanted me to tail her man, and that's what I did. Tailed him until your boys pumped 3 in his gut.
Harry had a wife?
If he did, he never said anything about it to me.
Boss, our man here's just spinning yarn.
Look, that's what the dame told me. You don't like it? I got nothing better for you.
Would you happen to remember this woman's name?
I'm sorry. I can't tell you that. Client privilege and all that. What I can tell you is that I know where your rock is. And if you want to get it back, you're gonna have to let me go get it.
And what's to make us believe you won't turn us and it into the authorities?
Your boys seem to know how to find me quick enough. I don't see how they won't find me again if things get squirrely.
Yes, yes. That is satisfactory, Mr. Vincent. But don't misunderstand. If I don't have the stone in my possession by midnight tomorrow night, we're gonna have to take drastic actions. If you know what I mean.
Alright. You want to get this done? We're gonna have to do it my way. And that means no breaking into my apartment and no tailing me.
Mr. Vincent, if everything's clean on your end, you'll be met with no harm.
Yeah, just like Valentine.
More like West.
What do you know about West?
Your partner? You get the stone to me, I'll tell you everything you want to know.
Cripes, how many people are gonna break into my apartment today?
Well, I'm the only one that matters.
Well, it's nice that you dropped by. Now get out. You and your husband got me into enough trouble as it is today.
That's why I'm here. I drove by that house this morning and his car wasn't there. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, and I'm sorry to have to tell you. He got plugged last night. A couple of boys were there when I showed up. They offed your man right in front of me. He's gone. Now that you're all caught up, I need to know the real story. Who was that man you had me follow? Because the boys that capped him swore up and down that he didn't have a wife.
You didn't tell good...
Don't sweat it. Your name stayed out of it. Although I'm sure Ginger isn't your real name, is it? You best spill it, and fast. I know you know who Goodman is, and I know the guy you had me look in on wasn't your husband. Tell it all, or maybe I won't hold my tongue next time.
My name is Jessica. Jessica Valentine. And Harry was my brother.
Your brother, huh? And where'd he get the diamond?
Diamond?
Don't play dumb with me. Your brother got the diamond, and you know how they repaid him. Now, if I have it, I'd like to not get met with the same end. Get me?
Well, if you already have it, let's get out of town, where no one can find us.
Whoa now, baby. It's not that easy. Goodman gave me a day to get it to him. And if I don't show, I'll be getting fitted for cement shoes right next to brother.
You're giving it to those beasts, those pigs, those...
Calm down. I didn't say I was gonna give it up that easy. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm sure as hell not giving it up for a gun or a pretty face. Just what are you trying to pull here?
Calm down. It's a fake. Me and Harry are gonna switch him out on Goodman. You might as well keep it. We don't need it anymore.
I got a pal on the force needs to hear about all this.
What? The police? No! You can't tell them.
Relax. I'm not gonna turn you in. I just want them to know what I know in case I turn up missing. That diamond doesn't need to end up in the hands of a piece of dirt like Dutch Goodman. Listen. You need to skip town. If Goodman knows you're alive, he's gonna come after you next. They've already captured brother. They won't think for a second not to waste you too.
Well, okay, Vincent. Just be careful.
If I were careful, I wouldn't be in this business.
Vincent, haven't seen you around here lately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Bradley. Been keeping myself busy cleaning up after you guys.
Hey, we do the best we can. Sometimes that ain't good enough.
You could say that again.
Look, I'm sorry about what happened to your partner. He was a good man. He had good instincts.
Yeah, he was a real peach. Listen, I got a problem. I got myself into something looking into his death.
Like what?
Like you heard about that diamond got lifted from Finney's the other day?
Frank, you didn't.
I didn't. But I know who did and where it is.
Listen, if you bring him in now, we can wrap this case up quick.
Not that easy. You see, they know where I live. Told me I got a day to get it to him.
Frank, we can protect you.
Still not that easy. You see, there's a girl. I don't want her getting hurt because of some mistake on my part. I'm just coming to you so you know that I'm in this. If I turn up missing in a couple of days, you'll know what happened.
Frank, who is it?
It's Goodman. But you can't do anything, though. I gotta make sure this dame gets through it. Promise me.
All right. But if this gets crazy, you call me, all right? I can't live with your death on my conscience.
I'll keep you in the loop.
All right.
I gotta start charging you rent.
Pour the drink, Sal.
What's wrong this time?
What isn't? I got goons breaking into my place, a broad I don't know what to do with, a mobster that wants me gone, and somehow West was wrapped up in all of this.
West? I remember West.
Not again. Can't you shut up for once?
Me and him and his partner, we used to come in here, drink till we dripped. West was a good man, good fella. Him and his partner, Cameron.
Keep it down, you.
Whoa, hold up, Sal. Who are you talking about, mister?
West and his partner, Cameron.
Tell me about this Cameron fella.
Cameron Lowe. Yeah, him and West, they used to come in here every night after they get off work at the station. And they were all right. In my book, they were good guys. West and Cameron.
You making any sense to you, Sal?
I never heard of no Cameron Lowe, but then this old timer's been coming in here since before I owned the place.
Hey, pal, where's this Cameron guy live?
Who?
Cameron Lowe. You said you and him and West?
West? Yeah, I remember West. We used to have some good times in here.
I'll find out on my own, Sal. See ya.
You too, Frank.
One look in the phone book gave me all I couldn't get from the drunk at the bar. Cameron Lowe, 1428 Dudley Street. Cameron Lowe?
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Frank Vincent, Gumshoe. I'm looking into Roland West's murder.
Yeah, I heard about that. I guess West got caught up in something he couldn't buy his way out of.
What the hell does that mean?
Exactly how I said it. West was a dirty cop. He used to keep evidence, abuse witnesses. Hell, he even worked with Goodman. That's what got him kicked off the force in the first place.
Goodman? Dutch Goodman?
You know him?
I've had a run-in with him once or twice.
Yeah, Goodman used to pay West off to keep his mouth shut about the drug runs. I guess West just needed more than Goodman had to offer.
I find that hard to believe. I knew West for 10 years.
You calling me a liar? I don't have time for people to come to my door accusing me of lying. You got your information, now beat it.
Huh. "10 years. I couldn't believe it. No one could keep a secret for that long. And if Roland was dirty, he was the best I'd ever seen in hiding it. Or maybe I just wasn't looking hard enough. Either way, I had to find out for myself. Freeman and Adams? That's where we found him. Whoever wrote this must have been the scumbag that iced him.
What the hell do you want?
What are you doing here, Peebles?
How do you know my name?
I'm a detective, smart guy. Knowing names is what I do. Walk inside.
Well.
West, what happened to Roland West?
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
Then we'll start a little easier. Why are you tailing me?
I've never seen you before in my life.
Urgh!
Ah! Oh. Okay. Goodman wanted your tail to make sure West didn't tell you anything.
That reminds me. West.
Ah! You bastard! Rapscallion! I don't... West? Okay. I knew him. What about it?
Why did you plan to meet him at midnight? What did you do?
Goodman sent me to kill him. He knew about the diamond heist, and Goodman thought him a liability.
How did he know about it?
He thought he wasn't gonna get a share, so he started putting the pressure on Goodman.
You're lying!
I'm not! I'm the one who freaking capped him! Ain't nobody got time for rats. Wes got what he deserved, and I loved every second of it. I loved his blood gushing into the streets. It was beautiful.
I've got to get Goodman. But first I need a drink. Sal, I need that thing I left here the other night.
Frank, are you sure?
Sal, this isn't the time for questions.
You got it, boss. Be careful, Frank. That's a lot of ice. People get killed for less.
Funny, this time I expected you to be here. Seems like my locks are no good anymore.
Expected me? Last time we talked, I was heading out of town.
Don't play cute with me. I seen you following me around town.
You're good, Mr. Vincent. But we're running out of time, and I don't know what you're up to.
Don't worry, baby. I got a plan.
So where do we go from here, darling?
You're gonna get out of town. I don't care where you go, but you don't want to be standing by when this thing blows up.
But Frank...
No buts, Angel. You said so yourself. Too many have already died over the rock, and I don't want you joining them.
But what about...
I'll be fine. You just need to get out of town and stay there. Neither Goodman nor the cops know you're in it, so you'll be safe.
I'm not leaving without you.
You will, and you won't question it. Roland was a son of a bitch, but he deserved better than being gunned down by a bunch of thugs like an animal. Tonight, I'm gonna set it all straight. Goodman will be behind bars, and everything will be put right.
Frank, stop. I'm not going anywhere. End of story. But I do have an idea.
What is it?
We steal the diamond.
Yeah, Frank Vincent, Private Eye.
How can I help you?
Give me Detective Bradley, please. Hey, Phil. It's Vincent.
Yeah.
It's going down in an hour.
All right.
I want you waiting out on Sternwood past Marlowe. Yeah. See you there. Bye.
Mr. Vincent, you got something for me?
I guess I do. You really didn't leave me much of a choice.
I find that if you let people choose for themselves, things can get messy. Yes. Beautiful, isn't it? Incredible how something so small can be worth all this. This had better not be a double cross, Vincent.
Relax. It's all part of the show.
I knew we should have killed you too.
Well, thank you for not. Must be getting soft. Hand it over, Dutch. Calm down there, cowboy. Nobody has to get hurt. Just hand it over.
You know I'll kill you for this doll.
You're gonna have to find me first, sweetie.
Chill out. She's been tailing me since your two idiots picked me up. I thought she might try something like this.
So she stole a fake?
Yeah. And I'd love to see what happens when she tries to move it.
You're good. I can use a man like you around here.
No thanks. I'm retired.
Don't you want to know who plugged West?
Peebles did. Already took care of it.
You are good. If you ever need a job, you know where to find me.
Yeah, in cell block A.
Vincent!
You would have made him proud today.
We would have made him proud today. I thought you'd be in the wind by now. You got what you wanted.
I was. The further away I got, the more I realized you're the only rock I need.
Mr. Vincent, there's been a murder.